About 40 miles east of Baker City, Oregon, along State Highway 86, the desert volcanic scenery gives way to an irrigated agricultural valley where the town of Richland, Oregon is located. Not far away, the Powder River flows past Richland at meandering speeds as it arrives at its confluence with the Snake River and Brownlee Reservoir. And although you can tell by the neighborhood that farming and ranching is a part of Richland, there is another economy here, and as far as cash crops go, it's not necessarily cattle that makes Richland, Oregon thrive.
Hi, I'm Theron Hampton. We have the hitching post in Richland, Oregon. It's 42 miles east of Baker City on the Powder River arm of Brownlee Reservoir. We're 2 miles from the lake. We have a small store and motel here in Richland. Fishing's been great this year, and nice quality fish. They're all between that 10 and 11 inch range with a few larger ones. Our tournament, this was our 8th year. We've tried some different weekends, but I think we've kind of decided that free fishing weekend would be the best time to consistently have it, because folks coming out of state bring their families. They don't have to buy a license that way. It's been a good tournament. It was a little down this year because of the rain we had. A lot of folks had the misunderstanding that we had road problems here, but as a whole it turned out great. Some quality fish measured in, and we had a good time. We cooked those Johnsonville brats that Hobart Mans from Fishing the Outback program donates every year, and had a lot of prizes for the kids. So it turned out pretty good. The tournament is just crappies. When we don't go for pounds or anything, it's the longest crappie. So it only takes one fish to be in the money. You know, you don't have to have a bunch of them. In May, at the height of this year's season, 2 guys could easily catch between 300 and 400 fish in about 6 hours fishing time. They use the typical stuff here. The crappie jigs, we have a new one this year. It's the crappie magnet. Seems to be working quite well. The standard colors you start out with are red and white, yellow and white, and chartreuse. That's the top 3 colors here, but depending on the time of day and the depth the fish are, you change colors, and the time of year. We're going into the fall. We'll probably start using some more motor oil color, but the standard colors. But like I say, just the different time of day, the depth will make the difference. And one of the real important things we think about crappie fishing is, the Berkeley power bait crappie nibbles are very important to use with each, no matter whose kind of jig it is. It's very good. My opinion of we'd dry up and blow away here if it wasn't for the crappie fishermen. It's king in my book. It's what brings the mass people here. And what I've found is crappie fishing's so good that even in a down economy, the people come because they're a great table fare, and they catch enough of them they feel that it's worth the money they've spent. We would like to mention a couple other things. We have some other people here in town that support this crappie fishermen with boat rentals and some guides. Brownlee Charters of Richland here, they are top-notch guides on the river and do a great job. Last year they filleted about 9,000 crappies for their customers, and it's great service. They run a nice boat, and we got some boat rentals here that work out pretty good for the people that just want to go on their own.
This is my middle-aged boy, Red. This is River. This is Ryla. My wife, Danielle. My name is Kurt Colnott, owner-operator of Snake River Rental and Repair. We charter boat rentals and fix boats on the Brownlee Reservoir, Powder River branch. Business has been fair to good for the past 2 weeks. Before 2 weeks, late May is usually our best month, and it was somewhat sad, I'm guessing, due to the economy and the rain. We rent boats and fix them, and fishing's been good. Like I said, the catfishing's pretty on right now. The crappie are further down than normal. We've actually got 4 boat rentals to suit your family, and prices are good. We launch, pick them up, take them, give you the gas, give you the knowledge of where to go fishing, and come visit us. Snake River Rental and Repair, Richland, Oregon.
Well, there's a lot of friends of mine that come down here. One gentleman had a home down here, a second home, where he would come and talk about a wonderful place Baker City was and what great fishing it was. And of course, I'm one of these guys that love fishing, and I really adore crappie fishing. I'm Christopher H. Bennett. There's another Christopher who's my son, is Christopher B. Bennett. And I'm the chairman of Chris Bennett Broadcasting and Tillabin Publishing Company. The publishing company publishes newspapers in the Pacific Northwest, that is Seattle, Tacoma, and Portland. Broadcasting company, Chris Bennett Broadcasting Incorporated, broadcasts on radio stations in the Pacific Northwest. But I enjoy just sitting on the banks, relaxing and throwing out, casting out, reeling it in, and hopefully got a crappie on the end of it. I'm not going to be one to tell one of these big fish stories, but crappie fishing, and for us, a lot of people in the Pacific Northwest, is one of the great things that we do. This is about my 4th or 5th time into Richland in the Baker City area. It's interesting. This week, I even met a client that was fishing today, and he has advertised on our radio station called Friday Night Fish Fry. And so he said, oh, Mr. Bennett, how are you doing? I'm Friday Night Fish Fry. Oh, you're on your radio station. I said, oh, yes. And so, and I said, so this is where we get the Friday Night Fish from? And he just kind of chuckled. Yesterday, I met people from Tacoma. I talked to there, and come to find out they knew of me, and when they got to talking, I knew them. They had it was a nice family of 4 kids and the husband and wife out camping. And I saw them today. They seem to be having a very good family, good time. And so that's how I got to Baker City to come over to do some crappie fishing and to relax.
This fall should be good in September, but I'd like to remind people too the lake was kept up this year because we had a low snowpack year, and we had a terrific spawn. So we have real good recruitment coming, and if you want to call me at the hitching post for any update, I don't mind people calling me at 541-893-6176 for current fishing conditions.